Hi, it's day 3 of Paris Fashion Week, and you're here with Kenneth Goh, Editor-in-Chief of Harper's Bazaar Singapore. I'm here to talk about all the shows that mattered today. So we started off at 10 o'clock with Chloé, and it's the final show for Claire White Keller, who has been doing the brand for the past few years. She really has turned the Chloé girl into a girl that everyone wants to emulate. That lovely left band sensibility, carried together with that vintage style, mixed in with pretty dresses, great colors, 70s mixed 60s kind of sensibility that goes through the Chloé girl. That's still very apparent, and in her final collection for the house, she really brought on all the codes and really brought strength through it. A lot of looks were paired with bags, a key seller for many French brands, and at the same time she paired silk dresses that were soft and lyrical and had really pretty prints, and she paired them with Mary Jane's, so it was kind of a bit Lolita in the sensibility, but yet still effortlessly beautiful. She had overalls and onesies in one tone, drop-waisted, worn with a mannish belt. Again, a trend that's very popular right now, which is blending the male-female kind of cross-divide. So she brought that to the house as well, and she's maintained that throughout the entire time that she's been there. And I think that Chloé has really gone from strength to strength, and it's really a house now that people identify with beautiful pieces, great capes, great coats, wonderful bags and shoes, and always this fun fashion that has a slightly vintage feel, but yet at the same time, it is very modern because of the way it's styled, the way it's put together. She actually ended the show with Human League. That was a soundtrack that she's been playing throughout. And it was really uplifting to see the whole crowd all clapping and standing in ovation and really cheering on for what a wonderful sensibility. That sort of British kind of like je ne sais quoi that she has really brought to the house. Next up, we have Paco Rabanne. Now, Paco Rabanne has really been a brand that has grown from strength to strength. It's very much identified with that chainmail effect, and it still has maintained that, but what the creative director has done is to really convert that chainmail more into a lattice work that he's worked with pinstripes and wool in grey to really emulate that whole sort of chainmail feel, but yet in a soft fabric. So that's really a house code that he has created for himself and for the house of Paco Rabanne. He had really soft chainmail slinky dresses worn over t-shirt dresses, which is a trend that we're really seeing in Paris right now. It's that stretch dress. It's not very forgiving, so it will require you to go to the gym, unfortunately, or cut down on the carbs, but it's a great look. It's a very 90s look. If you remember back to the days of Calvin Klein, he did t-shirt dresses all the time, and because it's in jersey, it does have a, it does really show every bulge and crease on your body. So either wear Spanx, go to the gym, or better, wear Spanx and go to the gym. Then we have Balmain. Now, Balmain under Olivier Rousteing has really got this high-sect, high-voltage Animalia, safari meets out of Africa sensibility that he's really brought on strong this season. For fall-winter, he's really taken on all the plains of the Serengeti Desert, and he's brought it to the forefront with high-octane, high-sexed collection. Fur, sequins, dripping in diamonds, leather boots up to the thighs, suede, leather kind of corsetry, bodycon to the max. It's really unashamedly sexy brand, and you really have to be kind of that Balmain girl to really appreciate his aesthetic and understanding. Of course, he had an exclusive with Kendall Jenner, and she opened the show, and she brings with her that ferocity on the catwalk, which is wonderful to see. The clothes do need editing, I feel, because there's so much going on in one outfit that you're almost not sure what you should be looking at. But I really did think that he really puts on a very strong, empowered collection that women who are not afraid to show their sensibility, to show their feminine fearlessness and that sort of feline power, they will love the Balmain collection. And on to Isabel Marant. Now, Isabel Marant is a designer that has been so synonymous with that less bang chic that it's almost become such a strong signature for her. And that can work in two ways for you as a designer. Yes, girls go to you for those like cool looks, but at the same time, you want to evolve, you want to move on from that. And I think this season she really did try to bring in a different sensibility to the house. It's now become a house because it's got so many lines, so many things going on with it, from shoes to bags to accessories to clothes. Isabel Marant even did a collaboration with H&M some time back. So she's really someone that girls want to wear, women want to use because it's cool and rock and roll. And she's continued this cool rock and roll sensibility, lots of shine, one-shouldered dresses, crazy prints, cool denims, sexy heels. And it's really about how she's pieced them together. She's done oversized sweaters with really skinny jeans, just how you see really cool left-bang girls in Paris dress. At the same time, she's also done really shrunken mini sweaters with shoulder pads and one with skinny jeans and with high boots. And that, again, is a sensibility that you see sort of rock and roll girls that sort of have a boyfriend who's in a rock band. And that sensibility really comes through in her fashion. And, you know, with the rousing sort of hard tracks and music that she plays at her show that is held at the Palais Royal, you really get the sense, and especially at night, that it's a cool rock and roll brand. It's a brand that girls wear and immediately they get, you know, that whole rock feel, they get that whole rock chick, and that's really great. And Isabel Marant really sealed it this season for me. And finally, the show that everyone was talking about was really Off-White, and Virgil Abloh has really come on strong. He again has really taken elements from the street and brought it up to a luxury level. Very, very synonymous with denims. Now all the cool Off-White denims have that little label. It's a label you want to be seen wearing. It immediately injects you with that sense of cool when you wear it. And if you see the word I'm using again and again as cool, it's because that's about youth. That's about that whole culture that everyone wants to emulate, everyone wants to be part of. And I would say that Virgil really brought it on strong this season, because he really played with the cropped denim jacket, a little bit pushed away from the body, so you see a little bit of cleavage from underneath. It is very sexy. It is very empowering. He paired it with nudes, and that was another new thing that he brought on. He had sort of scalloped mini denim skirts that went into long trains at the back, and again, that's quite a new sensibility that he's brought to denim, an easy kind of a workwear fabric that has now achieved cult status and immediately ejected sort of this cool X factor that you're really seeking when you are one of the girls like a Gigi or a Bella or a Kendall or a Kylie. And this is really the uniform that these girls want to wear, or girls who emulate this sort of social influencers and want to be part of that gang. They will love Off-White, because it's really like these knee-high boots that said meant for walking, you know, in sort of a bright pattern in black and white. There wasn't a lot of color because maybe it's not cool to wear color, but, you know, if you're an Off-White girl, but you still need to inject something more. And I think Virgil really brought that on by pairing new propositions in proportion. And that in itself, though simple, though street, though very, very classic, but because of the shrunken proportions of the super tight dresses or skirts, the sheer tops, the embroidery of a bird in flee and flight, these kind of like soft touches, that really brought in that sort of high fashion feel to a streetwear brand. And I think for that, you really have to go, bravo, Virgil, you've done really well in Paris. So catch me tomorrow for day 4 of Paris Fashion Week. It's great to see you here, guys. Bye.